am. Here I
Okay.
is. No,
Hang
okay.
on. Let me see. Make co-host. Okay, Ducky.
Here I am. Thank you,
Okay, awesome.
Alexander, for
Thank you.
having me as a co-host for this call. And I want to also take the time to also welcome all of the guests and for those regular participants to another special MoreMito Zoom call. Alexander, you want to make sure you record this call, please? Just as a little reminder. And I also wanted to give a few more little notes, if that's okay.
Go right. Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, great. But again, thank you all and welcome all of you to this More Might All call. And I want to just give a few quick rules, only five bullet point rules. One is please make sure your participant name does not say iPhone or Zoom user, but it has an actual name. Please make sure your Zoom participant name does not show any phone numbers or emails. If I see it, I will rename by shortening your participant name. Please do not enter addresses, emails, or phone numbers in the chat. And I will disable the chat while the Zoom is in progress. Once the Zoom has started, please turn off your camera and please do not raise your hand or unmute your mic until asked to do so, because these things are a distraction to others, and we want to make sure that all receive the best informative information provided. And there is one more thing. Make sure that you keep your comments, questions, or testimonials to 2 minutes. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to comment, and we want to also make sure that we can share the information and be able to address any concerns or to help address anything that's presented to us. It's a part of sharing. So thank you all again for being on the call. And I've just touched everything in detail, Alexander. I am going to go check the list now, and I will disable the call. The chat.
Thank you so much. I did go in there and change some of the phone numbers as well, so I've already done that. And ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, we have to have rules because we want to make sure everything is running smooth. We have these incredible testimonies that we have. I mean, last week, just absolutely awesome. Every single week, I am so blessed and so thankful. And I know that those that are listening that are on this Zoom, that are blessed and thankful as well because of the testimonies that we receive, because of the information, because people gone out and experienced, the technology. And some people, from what we've learned, is not getting the type of results that they're looking for because they might not be using the technology correctly for whatever reason, or they might not be using it often enough. Last week we talked to some people who was using the technology and it was only using it in the morning and in the evening. And I was like, well, wait a minute, you got the whole rest of the day, throughout the day, you wake up in the morning, you use it, you go to bed, right? You get ready to go to bed and you use it right before you go to bed. But what about the rest of the day? And what I've learned is that a lot of people are not applying the technology throughout the days. Okay, and they should, because they think it's only good for the morning when they wake up or at night when they go to bed. And I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna want to use this every time you think about it. Every time you think about whatever challenge that you're having, whenever you feel the pain in your knee, your elbow, your back, your forehead, your eye, your eyebrow, your eyelids, your eyelashes, you want to use the technology, okay, all day because you're not using enough. So I want to make sure that all of us understand. And how do I learn this? I learned this by getting on the calls, by listening to the calls, the corporate update calls that are every Saturday and every Monday. It's very important because that's where you learn. When you get the technology, it doesn't come with a book. It doesn't come with a manual. It doesn't come with 8 or 9 or 10 pages of instructions. It doesn't. But getting on these corporate update calls is where you're going to get the information. I had a lady, I think about a month and a half ago, who got on my Zoom and she said, "Oh my God, Alexander." I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I was taking the Restore and putting it in my mouth and I was swishing it around and I was spitting it out." Now, I said, "Well, you wasn't swallowing it?" She says, "No." And I don't know who the person was who shared the information with her, but whoever that person was never told her about, how to use it until she got on our Zoom. So that's one of the things that's really important is that when you share this information, when you share this technology with somebody, you have a responsibility. The responsibility is to follow up. You always hear them always say, the fortune is in the follow up. Just because you sign a person up and they make a purchase and you make a little bit of commission doesn't mean your job is over. Your job has just begun. And I shouldn't say the word job because it's not a job, right? But your responsibility as their inviter has just begun. You don't just let them, purchase the technology and you're done. No, you want to call them, make sure, wait maybe 4 or 5 days, call them, make sure they got it. You want to call them and make sure they're using it correctly, especially if they're brand spanking new and they haven't had the chance to get on a corporate update call or to get on one of our Zooms. You want to make sure that you walk them through on how to use it. Why? Because if they don't use it correctly and they don't get the results they're looking for, they will not be a repeat customer. What happens to your residual income?
Goes down.
You don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a residual income. But that's part of your responsibility. It's not your job, because I don't want you guys to look at this as a job, but it's part of your responsibility as you being their inviter. Okay? I'm going to be working on, I don't know, because I try to put things together, but I want to work on a training class. I might do it on a Saturday, but I'm working on some slides because I really want to show you guys some things that I use that has helped me build my MoreMito opportunity in my business to where I have not had to take any money out of my pockets, use my credit card, use my debit card to purchase the technology, because I make enough money every single month to where I get my technology for free. And I don't know about you guys, but man, I like stuff for free. I'm the kind of person, I go to the grocery store, I'm looking for buy one, get one free. Okay? And it's funny because with inflation the way it is, I remember my parents used to cut coupons, and I used to think, man, that's so crazy. When I was the kid, I didn't know, and they would cut and save coupons. Well, guess what? What do we do? Well, me. What do I do? Save and cut coupons because of inflation. I can show you how you can make enough money in this opportunity every single month that if you don't want to, you don't have to cut coupons. Okay? And I want you guys to think about this. If I can show you how to make an extra $1,000 a month in your checking account, can you find a way to spend it?
Absolutely.
If you ask
I'm
10
pretty
people
sure
that
everybody's
question,
going to say yes to
I
that.
guarantee you're going to get more yeses than you
Mm-hmm.
get no's. And maybe if you just say, hey, let me ask you a question. If I can show you an opportunity that can put an extra $500 a month in your checking account, can you find a way to spend it?
Most people
You
are
can
going
say
to say
whatever
yes.
amount you want to save. $100 a week, right? $100 a month. $500 a week. $500 a month. 1,000. Is it possible? Absolutely. How do I know? Because I've done it.
Me
When I
too.
first took a look at this opportunity, I was in another company. I'm not going to mention the company's name. I made more in this company in 2 weeks than I made in that other company in 6 months.
Hmm.
Documentation always beats conversation, and that told me something. And I'm still here today after 2 years of being in this company. I'm still here. Okay, so but yet I go to work. Okay, so
I'm
anyway,
still
and I
here
want to say
since
this to you guys:
the end of 2015, going
don't
into 2016.
be upset about the
It's
results
also.
that you don't get with the work that you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want you to do that, because what's really important is this. And I want you guys to think about this. And I always tell myself this in my mind and my son: no sacrifice, no victory.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe sometimes making that, calling that person back or doing that email or following back up with that person, that might be a sacrifice. But guess what? Later on down the road, you might have a victory. Okay? So everybody, get your MoreMito, get your Rejuvenate, your Restore, your mixture. I want you to apply it on your eyebrows. The mixture. You should have the Rejuvenate and the Restore mixed together. Okay? If you don't, then just get the Rejuvenate. And I want you to apply it, because I'm going to do it right now as we speak, as I give you guys instructions. I want you to apply it on your eyebrows. Close your eyes and put on your eyelids. Put it on your temples, your forehead, on your ear, and behind your ears. Hang on while I put mine on my ear. I got my earpiece on. I got my earpiece on. Hang on. I'm doing it just like I tell you guys to do it. Eyebrows, eyelids, under your eye, forehead, your temples, in a circular motion. Put it on your temples in a circular motion. If you got stress, you've got headaches, take this technology and put it on your temples and do it in a circular motion. Together, both hands, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, you got a left hand on the right.
It works, guys.
And just go in a circular motion on your temples. Use your index finger and go in a circular motion on your temples. Now go across your eyebrows, your eyelids, under your eye. Put it on like you're putting on lotion. And then I want you to take some of it and I want you to apply it on your ears and behind your ears and put it on your earlobes. Behind the neck area where the skull meets the spine. Okay? Or the bone back there. Put it behind there. You can also put it in your belly button. If you got pain on your knees, your elbows, your fingers, your wrist, your thumb, your pinky, your ring finger, okay? Put it on. Rub it in. There you go. There you go. Keep rubbing it in. Awesome. And the purpose of me doing this is I want you guys to get into the habit of applying the technology, okay, throughout the day, not just in the morning, not just at night, but as well as throughout the day as well. It doesn't matter where you're at, okay? I just want you guys to keep on doing that, okay? Let me go ahead. My screen, hang on, folks. My screen that went somewhere. I got to bring my screen back up. Okay. So everyone just keep applying that out this presentation. I want you guys to do that as well. And we're going to go ahead and continue to move forward and get yourself in a quiet area. So I want you guys to stay focused on the information, okay? Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. So when I took a look at MoreMito, I heard about this company probably 3 years ago, but the first person that told me never followed back up. What if they would have? What if they would have called me and said, hey, Alexander, did you listen to the information? Folks, when I heard this program 3 years ago, I didn't know anything about a conference call. I didn't know
Recording in progress.
testimonies. The person just sent me a link. I clicked on it. I went to the website. I said, what is this? And I left. No one ever called me. You know, you always hear people say the fortune is in the follow-up, and it's true. But you have to know how to follow up with people. I'm going to tell you something. If you talk to someone about a program or an opportunity, and you don't get back with them within a 2-week or a week period, they're going to think your program is not good. Because if it was, you would have called them back immediately. That's what I would have thought. So the last person that came after me, he kept calling me and said, Alexander, did you listen to the testimonies? And I said, no. He said, you mean you got to go listen to them? I said, okay. But he kept calling me every other day saying, did you listen? I said, no. I started listening to the testimonies. I have a link that takes you to 177 different testimonies. And as I began to listen, I said, I don't believe all this. I was hearing stuff I've never heard in my life. I was hearing stuff that scared me. Stuff such as people getting shots in their eyes with a needle. I've never heard that until I got involved and listened to some testimonies. You know, people couldn't walk and people in wheelchairs and just all kind of different health challenges. And I was like, man, these people are not telling the truth. These people are not being honest because I didn't believe. But I said, you know what? There has to be some truth to some of this. Everybody can't be lying. So let me do my own research and find out what I can find. And I did. And I said, okay, let me order the technology. And within a 2-week period, I had 22 people in the company within a 2-week period. So what I want to do is to share with you some information on what this technology has done. And I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you what happened to me. I got the technology. I took the technology. I suffer with vertigo for the past 12 to 15 years. I've tried every juice, drink, shake, tea, coffee, patch, everything to get rid of vertigo. Vertigo is where you're always constantly dizzy. And I couldn't get rid of it. But when I got involved in MoreMito, my lady said, baby, how's your vertigo? After about 2.5 weeks of me being on the technology, she said, baby, how's your vertigo? I said, baby, I have no vertigo. And I didn't realize that it was gone until she asked me, how's your vertigo? I said, baby, it's gone, period. I said, man, this stuff worked. It got rid of the floaters in my eyes. So just that alone caught my attention. So what I'm going to do is share with you some information, and I want you to get rid of all distractions. And this is the reason why. You cannot stay focused on what's going on this Zoom if you've got the radio, the TV, the dog, or whatever. So I ask you to do this. Get rid of all distractions. They say our mind is like a parachute and it's not going to work unless you open it up. You can't do that if you've got all these distractions going on. So do me a favor, stay focused on the information. I'm going to cover a lot of information in a very short period of time. And I want you to do whatever you have to do. If you've got to go home and think about it or sleep on it or pray on it or whatever it is that you have to do that, and I respect that. But spend your time here wisely, because why? Once you spend the time, you can't take it back. So stay focused on the information. You guys know, I'm Alexander. I was looking for a way to bless my family financially because I was stressed out. When the pandemic hit, I lost about 85% of my income. I was doing insurance, and we would have meetings and pay for dinners and invite people to a meeting and have 35, 40, 60 people in a conference room. We would feed them and talk about investments, talk about insurance, talk about retirement. But guess what? When the pandemic hit, what happened? We couldn't sit across the kitchen table. What happened to my income? It disappeared. So I was stressed out, looking for a way to keep money coming to my front door to pay the rent. Some of us just looking for a helping hand. Why? Because some people are still struggling and having a difficult time because inflation. Folks, I'm telling you right now, you can't keep up with inflation for some reason because it always seems to outrun us, right? And what happens is this, you try to go out and get a job. Why? Because the bills keep coming to your front door. No matter what happens in your life, the bills don't stop. I don't care if the engine blow up, the washing machine break, somebody break the window, or a house catch on fire, it doesn't matter. Guess what? The bills keep coming to your front door.
They sure do.
And you got to pay it, or something's going to get cut off. So my point is this, not only are we going to help you financially, we are going to help you in your health. Let me ask you a very serious question. Some of you know what a Picasso is. A Picasso is a very famous painting. And if you had the opportunity to purchase a Picasso and it costs $25,000, are you going to make that decision just by looking at the corner of the picture? Or do you want to see the whole picture? Think about that. There's no way that you're going to go and buy a Picasso for $25,000 just to make a decision on looking at the corner. You want to see the whole picture. So the purpose of these Zoom is to get you to see the whole picture, because I understand this in networking or in anything that you're doing in life. When a person don't understand something, what do? Nothing. They don't move forward because they don't understand it. Okay? So let me ask you this question. This is a very serious question. I want you to think about this. If you had to choose between $1 million or perfect health for you and your family, which one would you pick? Think about that. If you had to choose between $1 million or perfect health for you and your family, which one would you pick? You know, there's people right now that are worth millions of dollars and they have health challenges. They have whatever challenge they got it. Okay. And I guarantee you they'll give back every dime, nickel, and quarter to get perfect health. Tell you a true story. I know a friend of mine who I've been knowing for over 40 years, very good friend of mine, been in network marketing, made millions of dollars in network marketing, and he had cancer. Guess what? He passed away. Guess how much money he took with him? None. I've never seen a armored car truck drive up to a funeral home and drop off the gold, the cash, the currency, the diamonds, because when it's your time to leave, you can't take any of that with you. I guarantee you that he would have given all of that back to have perfect health. Why? Because your health is your wealth. Folks, if you don't have your health, you will never acquire the wealth because you're not in good health. You're not going to feel like going out there and doing something. So that's very, very important. When I got started with the company, I met Roger Hill, and it just struck me the way that he approaches things. He has a unique intellect, and the best way that I can describe it from what I heard from Dale, he has the ability to find the corners in a circle. He's got an analytical approach to everything he does, and that intellect served him well in his career at NASA. Roger spent years at NASA, and Roger used to have regular meetings with people you and I read about in the history book. Just an incredible career. And how do you top a career like that? Well, you get recruited by the Pentagon. He spent years at the Pentagon. He really gained a reputation for creating a unique and one-of-a-kind pay plan, a pay plan that rewards the people. See, it seems like those other companies that I've been involved in had the type of compensation that had breakage for the company and not for the people. They have qualification where you had to qualify each month just to continue to get the check that you rightfully earn. Roger understood that the people are the company. If you reward the people, you will have a successful company. He was also responsible for putting 40,000 people in one company. He took all of that experience, that knowledge, and brought it here to MoreMito. Planted his flag here, and he is our CEO, and he runs this company, and we are so blessed to have him with us. And to give you more information on this company and this incredible technology, I turn this call over to Roger Hill.
Let me introduce you to us, particularly if you're new. By now, you may know that we are a nutraceutical company and that we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. And it's because of some very special technology that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, created. You know, he's actually pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. And it's based on what I think is a really simple concept. What he wants to do is, first of all, increase the amount of energy that your cells can produce. How common sense is that? Doesn't everything take energy? If I go in your house right now and start turning down that current, wouldn't your light start to dim at some point? Wouldn't your appliances start to malfunction and subsequently fail? Of course they would. Well, you know, that's the way it is when you go through life, because you start out with a lot of mitochondria. You tend to lose them to the extent that by the time you get to be 80 or 90, you may only have 5 or 10% left. Now, what goes with it as that goes? Loss of function, you know? From all those things you read into that diminished your mitochondria, diseases you encountered along the way, lifestyle choices you might have made, medications you might have been prescribed. Among them, there are some serial killers of mitochondria, things you ran into in the environment. Dr. Elliott wants to reverse that trend. He wants to grow back your mitochondria to give your body an opportunity to get back that function that you've lost. He likes to use natural substances to do so, but he had to solve a significant problem with them called deliverability. They can have a difficult time being as effective as they could be. As good as we thought they've been, there's a level above that if you could actually get them to be delivered into your cells properly. Dr. Elliott created this technology. It's called XDS, that stands for Exponential Delivery System. It's in all of our products, and it is the reason that things get into your cells and even deeper in mitochondria and create all these amazing stories that you hear in every single call. He created a product line for us. It's called UltraMito, and I'm going to tell you about that.
Thank you, Roger, so much for your time and your expertise and being on this Zoom. I appreciate that, sir. Your mitochondria are components in your cells that produce energy. They're commonly called the powerhouse. When you get 75, 80 years old, you're lucky if you have 5 or 10% of your mitochondria left. You know, in that demonstration, Roger Hill says, if I turn down the energy in your home, what happens? Your house runs on 120 watts. If it's only at 54, the microwave is not going to work. The lights are going to be dim. So the things in your house is not going to work like they're supposed to, because why? Because of the energy. You literally cannot be your healthiest unless your mitochondria are at their best. And what tears down your You know, Roger talked about all the different things that does, but guess what? Stress, negativity, worried about the job, worried about how you're going to keep gas in the car, or pay the bills. Those things can tear down your mitochondria. So what do we have? We have a technology. It's our third generation, and guess what? This technology helps to rebuild your mitochondria and restore that in your body. And just kind of just give you an idea what it does. You know, they were talking about that when they opened up King Tut's tomb, that there was black seed in there. This has 44 ingredients, and you can go to the website to look at all the different ingredients that's in this product here. And it's very simple to use. It's very easy. All you do is take the recommended dosage, just 4 milliliters a day. And what do you don't just put it in your mouth and swallow it. You put it
Or 1
underneath your
teaspoon.
tongue and you hold it so it can get into your bloodstream. And then you swish it around like it's mouthwash. And then you let it settle back underneath your tongue. And you swish it around like it's mouthwash. Let it settle back underneath your tongue. And you swish it around like it's mouthwash. Let it settle back underneath your tongue for as long as you can. Then you swallow. You do 2 milliliters in the morning and 2 in the evening. That's a total of 4. When you get it, there's a little dropper in there. The top line on the dropper says 1 ml. So remember, you got to do 2 of those in the morning and 2 in the evening. But what we've learned is that when you mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate, it has an incredible effect. So this is going to help work from the inside out. If somebody's got a knee pain, bone on bone, you know, back pain, head pain, well, this is going to help work from the inside out. Well, what's going to help to work from the outside in? Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate 2.0. You know, help you with your skin, help you in your hair, burns, scrape, scratch. This will be your go-to product for anything that you see on the screen. I'm telling you, when I learned about how you could brush your teeth to help with your gums and gingivitis and bad breath, you can use it as deodorant. Because there's a lot of stuff in deodorant that's not good for us. And we put that stuff on every single day. Well, guess what? You can use this. I had a guy tell me, he says, Alexander, this product is so awesome. I put it anywhere I have skin. I said, man, that's all over, right? So I wish I could get it in a gallon. You know, and I was hearing people talk about how it would get rid of pain instantly. And I don't really have any pain, thank the good Lord, knock on wood. And I said, yeah, right.
I did. Doctors
Well,
told me
I
I'd live the rest
experienced
of
it
my
because
life
I
in
was helping
pain.
my son move.
I
And
don't
we had
anymore.
a U-Haul truck, and I ended up hitting my knee on the back of the U-Haul truck, helping him move. And I hit it pretty bad. And I mean, every time I would bend that knee, it swelled up and it would hurt really bad. But I had some of the Rejuvenate. I said, you know what, let me put this on my knee. And I put it on my knee, and I was amazed at within less than 5 minutes, the pain was gone. I said, man, that stuff worked just like they said on the call. Okay. There's times when I wake up throughout the night, if I sleep too long on my right hand side, my hip gets to aching and bothering me. Some pain somewhere, it will wake you up. You don't want to be awakened, but guess what? If you have some pain somewhere, it's going to wake you up. And I would put the stuff on it. And the first time it happened, I put it on, and I said, no, that didn't work like that. That didn't go away. It only went away because I was walking from the bedroom to the bathroom. But folks, the pain went away. I want to show you this person here, put it in his hair. His hair grew back. Look at the before and the after on his hair. This lady right here, look at her skin. It's good for the skin. As well as if you have any aches in your hand, if you have pain in your feet, this will go down deep, penetrate the skin, the muscles, get into the joints, get into the cells to help. Now, don't just put it on once. You got to continue to feed it. Put it on. I want you to understand is that some people have challenges that they've had for 20, 30 years, and they expect this to get rid of it in a week. You cannot expect this technology to fix something that you've had for 20, 30 years in a week. Okay? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. But your body's going to do what it needs to do to fix itself. This is called bundle number 7. If you buy 3, you get 1 free. So we also have another product called the Brain and Body. You know, they had this product 3 years ago, and it was a big horse pill, and people complained about the pills being so big. So Dr. Devin came and reformulated and put it in the capsule. So anyone that you know that have challenges in the mental capacity, but I know somebody that will leave the living room, go to the kitchen, and get in the kitchen and forgot why he walked in the kitchen. I was like, man, you need some of this, right? But, you know, I'm like, man, I don't want to be like that. But what we have been hearing is that people have been taking this and it's been causing the synapses in the brains to fire. I had a lady that I was talking to, and I mean, I called her right. And she said, Alexander, I told you I'm not good with products. I'm not going to get involved in any products. And I said, I know, but that's not why I'm calling you. She said, well, I told you I'm not going to go get nobody. I'm not going to go recruit nobody. And I said, I know, but that's not why I'm calling you. She said, okay, why are you calling? And I said, the reason why I'm calling you is because I know that you need to have back surgery. I said, I know that your mother don't even know your name, and that hurts your heart. Only thing I want you to do is get on a call and just listen. You ain't got to go tell nobody. You don't have to, you don't have to go market the product. I just want you to become a customer and see if this technology will help you. And she did. She got involved in the business, purchased the product, and put in 12 people. The same person that told me, I'm not going to do nothing. Some people have pets, and this right here is something that I found that says pet owners in the U.S. has jumped significantly over for the past 3 decades. In 2024, of 66% of U.S. households, 86.9 million people have pets. 86.9. So if you have a pet that's kind of slow, don't greet you at the door, don't run and jump on you, kind of sluggish. Folks, we have a product called Petlife, the Pet 2.0, to help with the pets. Now, this is the thing. Pets can't have citrus. So this Petlife is the same as the Restore without the citrus. I've also learned that people can put this in their eye, because if you put the Restore in your eye, it's going to burn really bad. I'm going to hear you all the way in California, because it's going to burn that bad. But you can use the Petlife. It'll still sting a little bit, but it won't burn as bad because it won't have the citrus in there to cause it to burn. So you can definitely use the Petlife. We have 4 lines of products. We have the Restore 3.0, the Rejuvenate 2.0, we have the Petlife, and the Renew. There's other things, and I will tell you, folks, and you definitely want to make sure that you're on the corporate update call on Saturday. And I always tell people this, it is not mandatory for you to be on these calls. No, it's not. But is it mandatory for your success? Yes.
If you
Is
get
it
on the
mandatory
call
for you
and
to
you have
learn
not
how to use
created
the
your
product?
free
Because
customer
there are
website,
people that's
you want to
coming to
remember
us
who
and telling
referred
us,
you.
I
So if
never
you're
knew
watching this
that you
on
could
one of my
brush your teeth with the
platforms, my name is
Rejuvenate
Stephanie
until
Alford.
I heard it on
If
the
somebody
call.
else referred you,
Guess
of
what I've
course,
been
use the
doing?
person that
Brushing my
referred you.
teeth
But if
with
you're
it.
watching this on
I
one of my
never knew about
platforms,
using it as
remember
deodorant.
Stephanie
Heard it
Alford
on the
referred
call.
you. My
And the
the
testimonies
link is
that we
actually in the
hear
description
is awesome.
where you can go ahead
And
and
I tell
create your
people,
free
tell
customer
your
website. But we
testimonies,
do have
because you
sometimes
never know
people
when your
will get the
testimony
number for the
might be
conference
a
call and get on
blessing
there and don't
to
remember who
somebody
referred you.
else. You
You have to be
just
referred by
don't know.
somebody.
So don't be afraid to tell
So
your
again, my name's
testimony. So
Stephanie
I tell people this,
with a PH.
make a
Last name is
decision to
Alford,
make a decision.
Alford.
How much does it cost to join this company? It's free.
It's free.
We don't have a monthly requirement on an auto ship. A
Nope.
person does not have to be on an auto ship every single month to be qualified to earn commissions. No. And there's a lot of great companies out here. Okay. I've been a part of some of them. Okay. They're still in existence. And when companies ask you to join, Roger said something to me that made sense. I never thought about this. He said, why does a company make you join them if you want to join? I never thought about that. Because all the companies I've been in, I had to pay a sign-up fee or application fee or website fee or whatever outside of what it costs for the product. He also says this, why does a company make you get on a monthly auto ship to get your check if you rightfully earned your check?
Right.
Man, that's like, man, that makes sense. I never thought about that. So when people call me about, I think about those 2 things that Roger told me. How much it costs to join? Now they want me to spend $214 just to join. Well, I don't know. That might be a little bit challenging for other folks, right? And the monthly auto ship is like $110 a month. Well, that might be a little bit challenging for other people. So I like the fact that a person can sign up in the company for free. Everybody can afford free, and there's no monthly auto ship required. Now, if you get on a
Very
monthly
nice.
auto ship, you can save $10. But do you have to? No.
No, you can pay full price.
But if you want to, you can save $10. So everyone, I'm just excited about this incredible opportunity. I'm excited to share it with people that's willing to
If you're
listen.
ready to
See,
create
I
a
want to,
free customer website,
you know what?
then you
I
can
want
go
to say this
to
to you guys.
moremito.com,
You know what's so good about free?
moremito.com
There's no cost.
/S Alford,
It's free.
SALFORD,
There's no cost to get involved in this company.
moremito.com
You can join for free.
/SALFORD.
And if you totally
You can
understand the
click join,
compensation,
then
you
refer
can
a
join a
customer,
company for
complete the
free,
information,
and you
and
can
hit register,
still
and your free
earn
customer website is
income
up just like
without
that.
you having to make a purchase.
If you want that link
Because if you
text
share
to
this
you,
opportunity with
or
somebody
if
and
you want to
they go
request
make
it
a
via
purchase,
WhatsApp
they
because you
can
may be in a
become what's
different
called your
country,
qualifier.
then
Okay.
the
Now you
text
won't
number
get
and the
paid on
WhatsApp
that
number is the
transaction.
same.
You won't
You want
earn.
to, I'm gonna give it to you in a second.
Okay.
You're gonna
But
text your
that
name
becomes your
and
qualifier for 30
link,
days
and
to
we'll
where
make
you're
sure you
now
get that link.
qualified
That
from that
number is
point on for the next 30 days to be able to earn
817-320-2571.
commissions on anyone that shares. But I want you to think about this. All of us are getting older. Our health challenges, our health is going to change, okay? And we don't really know what's going on unless you go to the doctor, you have all this tests done, they do all this blood work, they do all this urine tests, they do all this stuff on you to kind of give you a report. But if you don't go to the doctors, do you really know what's going on inside your body? You really don't. If there's no pain and aches and bumps and bruises, you don't really know. So there are some people who feel like they don't need technology because they don't have any health challenges.
Hmm.
Well, what about taking it for prevention? Because I don't want to catch anything that's going to cause me to not live a strong, healthier life. And I know you guys feel the same exact way. So even though I thank the good Lord that I don't have high blood pressure, diabetes, all that kind of stuff, why am I taking it? Because I don't want to get it. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to inherit it, okay? Um, so I'm taking attention. And even people that are younger, they eventually will get older and those things that come about. I had a gentleman call me about a month and a half, no, about 3 months ago. Perfect health. Eat right. Don't eat a lot of meat, as far as beef and stuff. Don't eat pork. Eat healthy, play basketball, all right. All of a sudden, something happened. Totally changed his life. Now, I didn't really ask him what happened, because of the fact that was his own personal business. If he wanted to tell me he can, that's his choice. But he lived a perfect, healthy life. And you just never know. Okay. And if you can do something, and I tell you, you can't trust the water you drink. I was talking with the gentleman, I believe it was on Tuesday. I was out walking my dog, Cookie, and I met him, and we were talking about giving the dog fresh water. And I told him, I said, I don't let my dog drink water that's been sitting over a certain amount of time because it builds bacteria in the water, right? And he said, "Oh yeah, I get my dog water out of the faucet." I said, "Well, let me ask you a question. Do you drink the water out of the faucet?" He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Man, I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't drink that water. I don't even feed it to my dog, right? She drinks purified water, right? That I put through a filter. But the fact of it is, we never know. The water you drink, the food that you eat, the air that you breathe, you just don't know. Okay, and so that's absolutely a challenge as well. So everyone, again, I want to say thank you for listening to the presentation, and I want to go to my next. Let me pause my screen real quick. Hang on, I gotta go bring up my next.
While he's
I
doing
want to
that,
share with
guys,
you guys a video.
for you to create your free customer
Hang on, I
website,
gotta bring this back
you'll
over.
go to your be referred by Stephanie Alford. If somebody else
I
referred
got
you
a number of
and they're
different
already a
screens
customer of MoreMito,
open,
you want to get back with that
and
person, get their website.
that I'm
But you'll go
working
to
on. Right, let me see. Resume. Okay. Because what I want to do is I want to show you guys a video because honestly, I never knew
/SALFORD.
or never
Click
heard the
join,
word
referring customer,
mitochondria.
then
until I got involved in this company.
complete the information, click register,
never
and
heard of
your
it,
free
right?
customer
And I'm
website
sure a
is
lot
up.
of you have never heard of mitochondria until you got involved in this company and started understanding it. And the thing of it is that when I started understanding mitochondria, I mean, honestly, I couldn't even pronounce the word. I definitely couldn't spell it, and I couldn't pronounce it, right? I mean, I can now, right? But I never knew what mitochondria was. I knew that I was listening to these testimonies and I was being amazed at what I was hearing. And I said, man, if this stuff is true, because I really didn't know, if this stuff is true, if this stuff can really help so many people like it can, and I guess what, it might not help everybody on planet Earth, for whatever the reason is, but if it can do what it say it's going to do, what these people are saying on these calls, man, I can help a lot of people. Okay, so I want you guys to look at this video here. Let me go ahead and stop the screen share. I got to bring up this other screen. Let me go to share, and we're going to go
While
to
he's doing that,
screen
guys, if you want the
number
link
2.
text to you, whether
Okay.
you text the number or whether you go on
So as it
WhatsApp, the
comes up,
number's the same thing. But you're going to send your name along with MM link, and we're going to send you the link for you to create your free customer website. That number is 817-320-2571.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of mitochondria? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Mitochondria is that part of your cell that produces the energy that your body runs on. Okay? Mitochondria is responsible for everything that has to do with your health, because everything that has.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video real quick because it has to catch up. So I'm going to
It's got a
back it
delay.
up while it's running because it has to load, and go ahead and restart it because I want it to play smoothly for you guys.
Alexander, it's me, your co-host. If while it's trying to reboot, did you want me to just go over the rules one more time?
No, not right now. I'm going to get the video going.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of mitochondria? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Mitochondria is that part.
Just doing it again. Y'all bear with us.
Okay.
A few technical
The video
issues. It
stopped.
happens.
Okay. Let me see. So I don't know if it's my internet or if it's the video.
That's our CEO, Mr. Roger Hill, right there. He's the one that
Okay,
made this possible
ladies
for
and gentlemen, let me
everybody
kind
to
of
be
just
able to
show
be
you guys
successful,
where you
should
guys
you
can
choose
go
to,
and see this video, because I think it's
without having to
important
pay anything
that
for
you
your
understand
website or your
the
marketing system.
mitochondria is in your
The
back
MoreMito
office.
app.
So what I'm going to do
To
is I'm
even
going to
earn
show you
income,
exactly
if
where
you
you want to
choose to do
go
that. Some people just want to be
to
customers.
retrieve this video. So let me pause the screen. What you're going to want to do when you go in your back office, let me go to resume.
Your
Okay.
free back
When you
office.
go in your back office, once you log in, you're going to put your cursor, let me see if I can make it bigger. You're going to put your cursor right where it says share MoreMito info. You're going to click on the second link that says share audio video. You're going to click on that. When you click on that, oh, it logged me out. Hang on, I got to go log back in.
Yeah, guys, this is easy. He's made it so
I'm
simple
going to
for
click
us.
on share the video. When you go there, you're going to have in your back office, and this is really good information. There's a lot of information back here because I know that they've been working on this marketing system, and I have spent the last 4 or 5 days going through this, looking at the information, and been really impressed what I've been seeing back here. So if you get a chance, you definitely want to spend time on there, okay? But when you log in, you're going to go and you're going to click on it. You can see right here, it says mitochondria story and video on the left-hand corner. When you click on that, these are the videos here that you can have the opportunity to look at and view, which is right here, these videos right here. I recommend to go there and start clicking on these videos and looking at them and understanding what they're saying. Because why? When you're sharing the information with somebody, you might want to, direct them on where they can go to get this information. When you click on the play or you click on it, you're going to hear Roger Hill talking about the mitochondria story, as well as Dr. Bevan Elliott, which is his partner, kind of them collaborating back and forth.
Dr.
In
Belvin
what this
Elliott is the
technology
scientist
doing
that
for so many
creates
people.
the products.
Because I was totally in the dark. I had no idea what this technology can do. The other thing that I want to share with you is, see if I can bring it up here. When you go to the back office and you click on the word over here where it says share, you want to click on share custom flyer. When you click on that first one,
Yes, the flyer
and then you're
is
going to click
awesome. As
on the
soon as your
word,
free customer
let's
website's
see,
up,
view.
you have access to this
When you
flyer, and it
click
has
on
all your
that,
information on there.
this is
Very
this is the
professional.
flyer here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go down, you have all these videos down here that you can play, that you can listen to. Take some time out and listen to these people tell their story and get an understanding of what they're talking about, the health challenges that they've had, what happened to them, how did the technology help them. Okay, you want to definitely be able to go and look at that as well. A lot of information is back here. If you scroll down, you're going to see some more of them down here that you can look at as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have these right here that you can look at. Also, they have audios. You can actually take this whole page right here, get a link, and send the link to somebody, and have them go and take a look at it as well. But when you go down some more, you've got all these audios over here that you can listen to, these testimonies. If they can't get on a call on Saturday and Monday, send them here and they can click on it, okay? It also lets you know when they clicked on it. It also lets you know if they clicked on it.
It does.
You
It
also
tracks
have that information
everything.
in your back office as well that you can actually look at. And all you have to do is log into your back office and view that information. It also has a questionnaire they can fill out. At the bottom of it, it has your information down here at the bottom. It has the information down at the bottom that a
It
person
does.
can see that it's coming, that you
I
are
don't want to get
represented
kicked
for
off the
that.
platform
Okay?
because it
All of this
has
is in
that.
your back office. That is your marketing system that you can use and send somebody to it. Okay. Before I continue, does anyone have any questions or comments?
Guys,
Before I
that
get to the
flyer,
next
when I
thing
tell
that I
you
want to
that
share.
digital flyer, oh, it is awesome.
If you're a
I've had
co-host,
so
can you
many
look
people.
and
I
see if
send it out
someone
to everybody
that
that
has
is one of
got their hand
that
raised, please?
I personally brought in as a customer,
Yes, I'm
and
just now
it
looking. I did
generated a lot
open
of
up the
people to
chat, so if you
either
want to
call
chat
me,
also, you can
text
do it through
me,
chat as well.
want to know
At
where
this
do they
time, it
get that
is the
flyer so
time where
they
you
can
can
send it out.
raise your
You
Zoom
name it.
hand and unmute your mic and wait to be called on. Again, keep your comments, testimonials, or questions to 2 minutes so that we can make sure everybody has a share in providing their feedback or their information. Again, right now is the time. If you could raise your hand and unmute your mic, this is the time to come forward. Or again, if you want to provide a chat, you can go ahead and chat and your chats will be answered. And just as a reminder, please remember to keep your cameras turned off and also make sure that your Zoom participant name does not have any phone numbers, emails, or emails or anything that would consider being something where somebody would reflect someone accessing someone else's participant. We want to keep the integrity on this call because everybody's participant that's invited to this is very important to all of us. And so we want to make sure we keep the integrity there. Thank you for your question on that. And again, if you have any questions, testimonials, or comments, okay, I'm sorry. I overlooked you, Tom. Tom Quantum. They have their mic unmuted. Please proceed, Tom Quantum. You have your mic unmuted, okay.
Hello, yeah, can you?
Yes, we can hear you now.
see. I'm trying to figure the screen out here.
We can hear you,
Can you
Tom.
hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm having to read captions on my screen here. I was looking at the app on the Google Play Store, but I got distracted and didn't download it yet, so I'm not trying to do that. Is there a way to share my link through the app?
Yes, Tom, I think there is a way. I haven't downloaded the app yet because I do a lot on my computer, because I have a much bigger screens, and sometimes on the app, the screen's a little bit small. But most of my work, because I do work from home, and I'm always at home on my computer and stuff. But so I haven't downloaded the app yet, but I have heard there is. But what you can do, if you have a computer or a laptop, you can go in your back office and you can get that link and you can email that link to you. You can go into your cell phone and get your email and copy that link and then text that link to somebody directly. You can do that as well. Do you know how to do that, Tom?
Yeah, I think we both have the same problem. My problem is amount of storage on my laptop and also my phone. My phone is 128 gigabyte with a 1 terabyte card, and I'm 99% full on. I
Okay,
just
you're
wonder
gonna
how
have
many
to.
megabytes to take the app.
Okay, what I recommend you do is maybe you might want to delete some of the stuff on your laptop that you're not using, because you're at 99, you can actually do something and cause your computer to crash. So go through your laptop and get rid of stuff that you don't need to free up some space. You can do that, because another thing is this: if you get ready to try to download that app, you might not have enough space to do it. Okay. Are you there,
Yeah,
Tom?
I'm gonna get one of those terabyte external hard drives and back everything up so I can delete what's taking up so much space.
There you go. Excellent. That's a good thing to do. Thank you for your time, sir.
What's this? They keep showing this Mercedes. Is that something you can earn through compensation?
No, that's the car that I bought. I'm sorry. That's a good question, though. Very good
Okay.
question. But no, that's a car that I purchased back in November, and I just have it on my screensaver. But you know what?
If
Hey,
you
that's a
earn
good
enough
idea.
commission, you're gonna purchase
That's a
whatever
good
you
idea.
want
Send the
to.
company to give away a Mercedes.
Thank you so much, Tom, for your question. We have definitely appreciate that. Now, our next one we have is, let's see, we have Stephanie Alford. You can unmute yourself, Stephanie Alford,
Okay.
and then after that, there you go. Okay, go ahead, please, with your information.
Okay, another awesome Zoom. Thank you so much for taking the time out to do this. I just wanted to come in when the guy was talking about the app. I do use the app and I love it. You can of course you can text from the app because it generates a link. So you can text it. You can also send it out on social media if you're dealing with social media. So if you want to send it out on Facebook Messenger, you want to send it out on LinkedIn, you can send it out on all the different social media sites that you are connected to people to as well. And of course, like Alexander said, you can email it out. You can, you just have all those tools where you can just get it out to people in several different ways, and it works great. So if you use now, I have a little situation with storage as well. AT&T did not send me the phone with more storage like I asked. So a lot of times if I'm connected to somebody that I know I'm trying to send it out to, and I'm connected to them on, say, Facebook, then I will just go and send it to them in Messenger so I don't have to use that space on my phone. So thanks for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Tom, hopefully that helped you out as well with your questions and additional information that you had regarding the app. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and lower your hand, Stephanie. Let's see. We also have Louise Marquez, Senior.
Yes, good
Hello.
evening. Good
Hello.
evening. Good evening. I do want to just echo what Ms. Alford said. I use the app every day. It works amazing. It works amazing. And that's my go-to multiple times a day. And it makes life so easy. The app is what you need to fast forward your business and multiply like you want to do. Use it. It works, brother. Just like Mito. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Again, Tom, there's more information for you to have so that you can be able to, hopefully you're taking all the notes down. I know there's a lot of notes on it, but the information is definitely valuable to you as well as to all of us on the call. So thank you again. And I'm going to go ahead and, did you have another? Oh, okay. You flashed on there.
I did. I hate to interrupt, but now listen, MoreMito has it going on with technology, okay? Just so you know. And I just really up and started about a month ago with the help of my upline. And this thing with the app is cutting edge, just like the mitochondria product that we have. It is sent. And I do want to say testimonial, because I do triathlons. I'm in my mid-60s, and I started using MoreMito way back in February, and I tested it out, and I tell you, what an amazing results that I've been getting in my competition, my results. And right now, I'm nursing a slight injury, right? Broken arm, whatever, right? The bone. But what you said tonight, that MoreMito, that is no nonsense. The rejuvenate mixed with the oil, like you said, I've been putting that on my arm. It's been enhancing my healing. Thank God for that. So it's augmenting what the doctor's doing or whatever. You know, I have the brace on there or whatever, but I put my MoreMito on there with faith. This thing is insanely insane. And when I do train for my triathlons in my mid-60s, I thank God. People half my age can't keep up. Now, listen, everybody's different. I'm just giving you my testimonial. I lost 25 pounds from February till now.
Wow.
Gradually,
Awesome.
with a program following exactly what Alexander said tonight. So if you're new to this call, jump on it. Don't miss out. Use the technology all around. Thank you, Alex. And thank you guys for what you do for MoreMito. And thank you so much for having me on tonight. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We definitely appreciate it. And that's really important. I mean, you've been in the company, you started a month ago, you know, and
Alexander, listen, I started really because it took me that many months, right, to understand the research, to do everything, because I'm detailitis. Don't wait as long as I did, but it proved, because now I can endorse it. And when I endorse something, a lot of people will follow. And I thank God for the opportunity to have met the folks that put this program together. And this is, if you're on this call, it's not by serendipity or happenstance. It is a calling. It is, I think it's a divine intervention that's transpiring. Take advantage of it, because you're probably not going to get this opportunity ever again. This is amazing. Thank you.
you're welcome, sir. Thank you. You know, you said you had detailitis. That's the first time I heard that. Yeah, that's a good statement. I like that.
I know we're going to have to start using it too.
Okay.
We're going to have to use that terminology from you.
Detailitis. But you know what? But that's good, because you got a person that has detailitis and here speaking on this call on Thursday about what the technology has done for him. Okay. But at the same time, you know, there's a lot of times people will tell me that they're on the fence, and I would ask them, well, how'd you get up there? You know, if you're on the fence, you know, get down. I mean, nothing's going to happen unless you try something. Anyway, go ahead, Coles.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, I just hearing what your feedback on that. That was great. Also too, okay, so the next one we have is Deborah Bowman. She's been patiently with her hand raised. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about the company. I just joined yesterday. I had a friend who had been telling me about it for a couple of weeks, and we finally caught up with each other. But I'm retired healthcare provider. I practiced medicine for 4 years, but I actually practiced natural medicine, combined, Chinese medicine. And so I knew about mitochondria, and I'd heard about mitochondria through another company. But this um, delivery system is unique. And I'm really enjoying the testimonies. I'm really excited because I'm still in the process of communicating with a lot of my patients over the past 40 years. And they're always like, what do you know new, Deborah? What do you know new? So I'm excited to get back with them on that. I'm also a cancer survivor. So my question is there some way to find out where to find testimonies that encourage people on how mitochondria can help them fight the cancer or help them not to get cancer if they know it runs in their family?
Well, my recommendation is there's a lot of testimonies in the back office. We cannot um, specifically target one thing. Okay, our technology is designed to help your body repair itself by giving it the right nutrients and the stuff that it needs. We cannot say, "Oh, this is going to fix your high blood pressure," or "This is going to fix your bone on bone, or your arthritis, or your cancer, apathy." We can't say that.
Right.
What we're saying is, if a person continues to take it, because again, one of the things that I heard by listening to Roger Hill is that we have cancer in our cells in our body already, and our
Right.
body helps fight it. Okay, so we can't pinpoint one specific thing. Again, your body's going to do what it needs to do to fix what it needs to fix. But there is a testimony that I heard of a person, or that's actually with a lady, who has some health challenges in that area. And when you listen to her testimony, she gives her testimony. And I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to say that this is going to do that. But what I recommend that you do is to come on one of our calls on Saturday and Monday and ask the question and let Roger Hill address that, because that is a very, very important topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
thank you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
totally understand
Yeah.
the caution in wording and promoting product.
That's correct. Absolutely. And I've got to be careful because, sometimes people will take some of the stuff that I say and they'll understand it. It's just like if you take 15 people and put them in a circle, starting from your left-hand side and go all the way around to your right-hand side, and you tell that person on your left-hand side something,
It's gonna be
okay,
different by the time it
maybe a
gets to the right.
sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have them tell the person that's on the left-hand side all the way around to the 15th, 20th person. By the time it comes, it's upside down, backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I didn't say that, right? And you're trying
Mm-hmm.
to get them to repeat what you said. And people, I don't know why, but they do that. They add their own spice, they have their own information. They'll say that I said this, or I
They
didn't say
only
that. I'm like, what are
retain
you
a
talking about? I
portion
didn't
of
say
what's
that.
being said.
So we got to be very careful.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That was a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alexander, I just wanted to kind of chime in real quickly to Deborah Bowman's comment that you mentioned, or question. Tom mentioned in the chat, he said, take it in. He said, and have a friend or family apply on the spine area. So
Yes.
that little carrot in there. So that's good. Thank you again, Tom, for that. And I'm going to go back to the participant list and then we'll go to the chat. Let's see, because there are some hands that are raised. Let's see.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
co-host. One of the things I want to say is this. I want you guys to understand is that some people might say, okay, well, if I get the Rejuvenate, I don't have to get the Restore.
Yes, you do.
Or if I get the
It's
Restore,
all
there's
formulated
no
to work
need
together.
to get the Rejuvenate. Ladies and gentlemen, this technology work with each other. And
Mhm.
that's the reason why I mentioned it in the presentation that the Restore is going to work from the inside out. The Rejuvenate is going to work from the outside in.
Mhm.
So if you're just, taking the
Renew Brain and Body
restore,
works from the
are
inside
you
out as
doing
well. The
half the
Renew Brain
job?
and Body capsules.
Are you doing the full thing that needs to be done to repair what you're trying to repair? Well, if you're just taking the restore, you're not taking the rejuvenate and applying it, you got bone on bone, right? Well, bone on bone is on the inside. But yet if you hit it or you feel it and it's on the outside, but you're taking the restore, it's going to help. But then what about taking the rejuvenate with the restore mixture and putting it on the knee or on the elbow, on the spine, or on the forehead? If you have some health challenges, you don't want to do half the job. You want to make sure that you hit it from both areas to where you can really see the outcome, what it's going to do, and how it's going to help you. Okay, because if you just do just restore, is it really doing what it's supposed to do if you're not doing both? So that's why we sell the technology in packages. And I mean, you can buy the Restore by itself and the Rejuvenate, yes. But we recommend when you first get on it that you definitely want to do both. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, co-host.
Do all three.
Co-host, you there?
Yes, I forgot to unmute.
Okay.
So let's see, we have cell phone number 14132. You're already unmuted. You can present comment, testimonial, or question. Cell phone 14132 as your participant name. So if you'd like to go ahead, you are unmuted. Go ahead and present your comment, testimonial, or question.
Is that me?
Yes, that is you.
This is Melvin. Great to be on the call. I ended up having a call in. What a phenomenal call. I've been using the technology lately for preventative measures. And I got to tell you, from what I've personally been through, what it seems like to me, because of the way this technology was spiritually inspired, and the research I've been doing, and I listened to so many testimonials, it seems like to me, whatever we were not born with, our body heals itself by also getting rid of whatever we weren't born with. So when Roger talks about, and Dale and others talk about, we don't concentrate on conditions or our mental, physical, emotional, challenge that we have. We concentrate on the body, increasing the body's mitochondria. We don't have to take a lot of it at the time we use it, but we have to use it throughout the day, every day. And like Alexander said, it works synergistically. You need all three of them because we can't put certain things in our mouth and we can't put certain things on it and we can't put certain things inside the capsule. But remember this, I was on a training today, and I also did, actually 2 trainings today. And I got a lot out of that. And the thing is, it's free to join. We get the referral link. Just share it. If you feel nervous, we got that phenomenal marketing system. And just ask people for their opinion. Because here's what we've been finding out. When you even just ask them for their opinion, and they start looking and listening, they're going to be thinking, what about me? But we can't stop. We've got to keep getting the word out because with all of this stuff going on in the world, the chemtrails within our food, within our drink, within our clothes, and what we have, folks, no one in the world has the technology we have. We got to get the word out there. And when people talk about, well, let me research it, daggone it, why don't you get 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 people to research it with you? Because while you're researching it, and you join for free, and they order the product after they with your link, you could earn the money you're waiting for while you're researching. Get the people on the Zooms. When people start talking about, does it work for this? Cut them off right away. Say, listen, we're not concerned about that. Your body parts and your body organs need energy to function. If they don't, they will stagnate, rot, and die. And I'll end it with this. When you give the people information, another thing that's been helping me and my team members a whole lot. When you give the people this information, we've been telling them, listen, now that you have the information, you have a moral obligation to share this, because if you don't, the people that are challenged with these health situations, they can become life-threatening because you're not sharing what you know. So put it on them. Thank you so much for what you're doing, Alexander, and the rest of the team. Back to you.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am. Sorry about that. I was trying to bring up another video that I want to share with you guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead, co-host.
Yes, okay. Thank you again for all of the testimonials, comments, and questions. Let's keep them coming. The next one we have Stephanie Alford. Did you want to go ahead and make another comment or present something?
Yes. When we're talking about the app, I want to share that one of the things that I did is when we got the new flyer, that new digital flyer, which is awesome, y'all. So you may have some people customers that, haven't been, say purchasing or, are not fully up on the new technology, et cetera, right? What I did was I went and I sent that new flyer out to every one that I personally brought into MoreMito and previously when it was Fox Legacy. And when I tell you, it started generating phone calls, text messages, people asking me, oh, that's such a professional phone. Where can I get it? Well, it's already in your back office. So just wanted to share that. It's definitely a conversation piece. So it can wake up some of the people that are not, or say some people that's kind of dead right now. Thanks for allowing me to share.
If they're dead, that means they're not taking the technology. Okay, you gotta
Well,
wake them up.
I meant dead as in, if they're not really doing what they need to do,
No,
or taking the product and stuff. Yeah, I know you got it.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. We appreciate it again. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh, I got tongue tied after that. Okay, John, you're up next.
Good evening, everyone, visitors and family members. Tremendous call.
Mm-hmm.
You can always learn something. I've been all around. I'm a student of prevention. I'm a 26-year survivor of HIV, and I'm not ashamed of it. But this has been the best experience that I have ever had. Going with companies, I do all kinds of stuff to do prevention, and it's a learning experience. I'm on different boards and I do different things, and as it goes, from coming from the word, iron sharpens iron, and we're blessed to be stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not get stressed over family and friends not supporting.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a go-getter. Thank you, Brother Melvin. We're on the same planet, and we're helping people. I'm not doing this here for the money. I do it for prevention. I don't want people to go through what I've went through. I am so grateful to Brother Izar for bringing it to me. And as Brother Alexander says, the follow-up. You have to follow up with people. I have family and friends that need this here technology.
Mm-hmm.
They need it. Bone on bone, blindness. Today I was in a accessorized, and I met a brother from the band that used to play BT Express. I don't know if you all know about that. And this brother is visually impaired. And I talked to him, and it just so happens that I'm a deacon at Far Rockaway, and his partner that was in Japan with him is Brother Thompson, and it's so good. You never know what a person is going through.
Mm-hmm.
So be considerate, and I'm just having the time of my life at 21 years old, and you could add another 50 on to that. So you all be blessed, and remember, we are all too blessed to be special. God bless you all, and thank you for letting me share.
Those of y'all that are listening and have not created your free customer
Thank you
website,
so much,
then
John.
you
I
can go
really
to
appreciate it because you always come to the front
moreMito.com/S
and you always
Alford.
speak from the heart.
That's
And I appreciate that. And all of you that are on this,
MoreMitoPet.com/SALFORD.
come and speak from the heart.
Click join,
we definitely
then
appreciate
referring customer.
all of the testimonies that we
Complete
get,
that
all of the
information, click
that we
register,
get.
and your
So
free
we
customer
definitely,
website is up just like
we
that.
don't take none of it for granted. I'm here because of you guys. You guys are here because of me. So guess what? We're here because of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. Okay. Anyway, go ahead, co-host.
I like the way you put that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. The next one is Betty Baldwin. You're already unmuted. You can present, please. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Betty, and I really just got into the program, and I don't have that much of a testimonial right now. I am waiting for my package to arrive, and I'm getting excited. I had a little problem with my address, so they had to fix that today. So hopefully by next week, I'll have my product, and later on, I will have a testimonial to give you guys.
Well, Betty, thank you for coming. You know what I like about you, Betty? Your tone of your voice. You have a voice that when you speak is better than E.F. Hutton because people
Oh my God.
want to listen. Yeah. And I can't wait for you to get the technology. Hopefully the presentation this evening allowed you to learn how to use it. I can't wait for you to use it and then come back and give us a testimony. And if you don't mind me asking, if you don't, you can answer my question if you like. If you don't want to, I understand. What health challenges do you have currently?
Well, the only health challenge I have now is I do have high blood pressure medication. I'm high blood pressure. I'm sorry, and I have an ailment about my neck, and I'm not sure what it is. And I had an MRI done yesterday, so I'm waiting for my doctor to call me to come in so we can go over that.
Okay, when you mentioned about the neck, is it some pain or strain? Is it muscles?
Yes, it's pain.
Okay, is it behind the neck or is it on the back?
It's on the side. It's on the side.
On the left or the right hand side?
Right.
On the right hand side, do you the left side or your right hand side?
More like my right side.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep on your right hand side, okay.
Yeah.
Is your
But
neck...
I know I heard that people tell you should sleep on your left side. Is that right?
I have no idea. I'm trying to see what side you sleep on. When you go to bed at night, is your neck being supported by your pillow?
Yes, I have a pillow.
Being supported, okay. So when you get the technology, what I want you to do is take. Did you purchase a bundle?
Yes.
Okay. When you receive it, I want you to take. You got 2 jars of the Rejuvenate. Okay. I want you to, as a matter of fact, let me bring up the pictures. I want to
Depending
show
on what
you
bundle she purchased.
what
If
I'm
she
talking
purchased
about.
the Renew Body and Mind,
Ended
then
up
she's gonna
closing
have
out my Zoom. Anyway,
one bottle of the
I'll bring it up
Rejuvenate.
for you.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm getting the picture.
Let's see. You know what? I don't think I did the bundle. I think I did the first one on the order.
That's a bundle.
Okay, but
that's the Renew Brain and Body
so you have no
bundle.
idea if you
One
did the bundle.
Restore,
Okay.
one
No,
Rejuvenate Gel,
So,
and one Renew Brain
Did
and
you
Body
only get the
capsules.
Restore or did you get the Rejuvenate as well?
I got the Rejuvenate as well. I got 3 products.
Okay, so you got a bundle. Okay.
Yes.
Is that the bundle? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a bundle.
So let me show you what you might have purchased, because there's different types of bundles that you can purchase. And I think that you might have
Guys, when you do your first purchase,
It was the
it's
very
best
first
to do
one.
the Renew Brain and Body bundle
That was on the
because
list.
it has one of
Alrighty, so let me
each
show you
that
what
you
one
need.
is.
Okay.
Now, if later, if you decide to use it more than once a day and you need to order,
probably got this
another,
right here.
Yes.
something that you're,
no.
going to run out of, then you have the option to do that as well.
Pills as well.
Yes.
No, I don't think pills came with the first one.
Okay.
It was the
capsule.
Restore, the what was the other one?
Probably Renew Brain and Body capsules.
I don't remember which one it was. Real well,
Let's-
Because she said it was the
Let's just
first
say you
one.
got this one, okay?
Okay.
When you get it, you can call your sponsor. So what you're gonna do is this: when you receive the order, you're gonna look and you're gonna take the Rejuvenate, which is the cream.
The topical gel.
You're gonna take some of the Restore and you're going to mix it in with the Rejuvenate.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
want you to take some of this here and put it in here.
Yeah.
You could take half of the Rejuvenate out, and
Okay.
1.5 or 2 milliliters of
You don't
the
even have to
Restore.
do.
Mix it real good.
You don't even have to take any
Not
out to
use
do
any
it.
metal.
Okay.
You can
I
just
want
put
you
it
to use
in
a
there,
plastic fork
put
or
the
a
top on
plastic
it, shake it
spoon.
up, and it'll mix it
Do
up real
not
good.
put it in the microwave. Don't put it in the oven. Don't leave it in the sun. Don't put it in the freezer. Don't put it in the refrigerator. Leave it at room temperature.
Okay.
Once you mix it, I want you to apply it on the area where you're having the pain.
Okay.
Don't just do it like just in the morning or just at night. I want you to do it in the morning, throughout the day, and at
Whenever
night
you
as
think
well.
about doing it.
Okay.
What I
Okay.
want you to do, okay?
Okay.
Put it on 6-7 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can't, and just apply it, just rub it in real good. And then what you're gonna, especially when you get out the shower, because your pores are gonna be open, that's when you really want to put it on so it can penetrate and get deep within. Okay?
Okay. Okay. I will do that for
Awesome.
sure.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, co-host.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if Betty, your inviter is LaShawn Butler, but she said that you got the first BB, the body bundle. I think.
Yeah.
Brain and body.
Okay, yeah, brain and body. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, she got you. You said that you got that one, so
Yes.
just confirming it in the chat. So thank you
Okay.
for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And then also to Alexander, really quickly, I also wanted to make mention that James had mentioned, I know you always mention a plastic. He had mentioned something about maybe a wooden spoon as well.
Okay.
I don't know how that would work, but anyway, we'll go to the rest of the later. I want to go ahead and get the other participant. Cell phone number 1817. You are unmuted and your phone is on. Again, this is for cell phone number 1817. You can go ahead and speak because you are currently unmuted.
And that
Hello?
person has called
There
in.
they are. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, good evening. This is Joyce Green. And I have a couple of, I have one question and I also have a comment. Another phenomenal call. Thank God for all of you, all the testimonials. I tell you, Mr. Alexander, this gets better and better every day. Today, I'd like to share this testimony. Today, my father-in-law called and wanted me to come and bring him some technology. I had shared it with him over 4 months ago. No, he was going to do what the doctor said. And, well, long story short, he went to have surgery done, rotary cuff. They say his heart was too weak. He's in so much pain. He was like, George, I have given up. I've tried everything. I can't lose. Can you come back out here? I said, okay, Dad, it's an hour and a half drive, but I'm coming, an hour, 15 minutes. So I went out. And he was in a lot of pain. I began to apply all the technology all over him. He said, I've been around, I'm 81 years old. I've tried some of everything. Look at my nightstand. I got 60 bottles of pills.
60,
I'm
wow.
a sick man, Joyce, and I'm going to have to die soon with something. I said, well, Daddy, where you hurt? All over. My shoulder, the rotary cuff, my chest. Sometimes I get out of breath. My head feel like bugs are crawling in it. I said, good gracious. So let's just sit up, watch this. I rubbed so while we talking, I began to saturate his head with the Rejuvenate and the Restore that I had mixed. I went on and started massaging his body. When I first moved him, he was in so much pain. He could hardly get up. So as we began to talk and I rubbed it on his feet, he told me he had neuropathy, how bad his feet. I said, how your feet feeling there? Burning? They always burn, tingle. I said, okay, Dad. He said, Joyce, I don't care what you say. I just don't see how no cream and no oil going to correct this in 3, 4 days, even a month. Let me tell you all, before I left out of there, my daddy was laughing. Before I knew it,
Are
he
y'all
had
listening?
turned around on the side of the bed. I called my husband. I said, your daddy is cutting up. I said, this is unbelievable. He said, I guess it's just good company. I said, no, it's MoreMito. And he was looking at the time. I said, Daddy, time has gotten by me. I got to get out of here, but this is how I want you to apply this. He said, this is a lot. I said, your life is worth it. And Mr. Alexander, I thank God for you because you taught me the more you use, you started me with that. George, you're not taking enough. Take more. I actually keep the Restore with me. I sip on it now. I sip on it. Which is sip. It is no special time for me. I like taking it all throughout the day because I feel great. I know I had a lot going on with me, and I got some powerful testimonies for myself also. Long story short, I said, Dad, I got to go. I got to get across town. Traffic's bad. It's raining real bad. He said, George, if you don't leave, you need to just sit here and wait because it's 4:15. If you leave right now, you're not going to get home to 7 or 8 tonight. I said, Dad, I got to go. Got to get home to my husband. Went on and left, called him at 5:25. I'm driving up in my garage. I called him, Daddy, I'm home. He's like, what? There's no way, George. It's raining, traffic, Dallas traffic. There's no way. I said, Daddy, I'm walking in my garage right now. Just parked the car. He said, how did you do that? I said, check this out. I want you to call me in the morning. Let me know how you're feeling because you sound good. And think about it. I put some more MoreMito in the instant. He said, I know you about crazy. I know you crazy. But I told him,
Say
this
she
work.
put some
And
MoreMito on the
I feel
engine.
good. He said, I really feel good. So
That's
I
a
give
good
God
one.
the glory for that. And I know and we'll give his update with what's going on. He was diagnosed with heart condition and more. So I just thank God for you all. Thank God for this technology. And like Mr.
I no
John
longer go to my
Kane,
cardiologist,
he's been saying
guys,
this over
after
and
getting
over
on
again.
my.
One day they're going to call on us. Keep sharing it. We keep sharing it. One day they're going to call, oh, I need you, because that's what happened to me. Over 4 months ago, I took this to him. He didn't want to do it. He wanted to do what the doctor said. And to God be the glory, he's feeling a lot better
We
today.
keep telling y'all, doctors
Also,
don't
my
know everything.
question, I heard several people come on that's using the mobile app. Could they tell me how to pull up the business card? I don't like using the mobile. I'm like Mr. Alexander. I love using my computer. But I have other people asking me that question.
You can pull the business
How do
card
they
up
pull
on
the
your
business
in your
card
back
up through
office.
the mobile app? So could one of them help you with that? Back
That's
to
a
you,
very
Mr. Alexander.
that's a very good question. And thank you so much, Joyce. I mean, you got to be the most. I mean, I have a lot of people in my organization, my downline, that I have brought in, and I tell you, with your excitement and your enthusiasm, and you just always on the call, and you always call me, give me your testimony. Tell your mother I said hi, and tell her to stay on that treadmill.
Yes.
Because I saw her on the treadmill.
Okay.
The picture you sent me.
Okay.
And it pleases me, and it puts a warmth in my heart knowing that this technology, the company, as well as the calls and the Zoom has been a blessing. It really, really, truly is, because life is so short, and we have to appreciate what we have. I'm gonna tell you guys a story before we go to the next person. And I'm not trying to make this into a religious call. I'm not. I try to keep my call very neutral because that's what I want to do. I don't talk
Why you saying that,
politics
y'all?
and
When she mentioned a
religion.
business
But I want
card,
to tell you what
yeah,
happened to me
when you
probably
get your free customer
45
website,
years ago,
your
and
business
I
card
never
is
forgot
already
about
in your
it.
back office. Is that not awesome?
Experience
You can
is the
print it
best
out
teacher.
yourself, send it
Okay.
to somebody to print
And
it
this
out,
happened
but
to
it's
me
there.
when I was on the bus, and I came to Oakland from Las Vegas, with nothing in my pockets. Had my sister send me a bus ticket, took Greyhound to come to Oakland because I had nowhere to stay. Looking for a job. My shoes was worn down to a 45-degree angle. I had from walking and walking and walking trying to find a job. My sister and I was constantly getting into misunderstandings. My pants was being held up by a safety pin because I broke the belt. And I was sitting on the bus and I said, Lord, you always say give thanks for everything. And I said, Lord, I'm not working. My sister and I getting into it. My pants are being held. My feet hurt because my shoes are worn down. I said, Lord, I just don't have a lot to be thankful for. And as I thought that thought, I saw a person get on the bus with no arms. And he had to ask the bus driver to reach into his top pocket for his transfer. And I saw that. And at that point in time, I said, Lord,
God
thank you
showed
for
you
my
immediately.
arms.
Wow.
Thank you for my legs.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for me being able to breathe. Thank you. I just started thanking him.
Yes.
Right?
Amen.
And I'm saying that to say this to you. I want you guys to appreciate and be thankful for what you have. You think you're having a bad day? Go into the intensive care and visit some people in there. You think you're having a bad day or a bad week? Go to a funeral home and look at the people that have been buried. Appreciate life. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your loved ones. Appreciate your kids, because you know what? It's not always promised to you. It's not. And I thank all of you for getting on this call. I thank all of you for listening. I thank all of you for your testimonies. And folks, I'm going to show up. And I always say, when you show up, you grow up. And all of you that have told your testimony, your story, you guys are growing. Even the new people that just got in, that haven't even tried the technology yet, just the excitement and enthusiasm in their voice. Man, we need that. The people need to hear that. And you have an incredible opportunity, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't tell it and if you don't share it. Okay, I'm not trying to get on the preaching side, but I never forgot about that time on the bus, 45 years later, and I still think about it. And I thank the good Lord for everything. And there's some times when I get hot underneath the collar, or I get upset, I get mad, or somebody rubbed me the wrong way. I'm human. But guess what? I thank the good Lord for all the blessings that I've received. And you ain't got, whatever religion you are, that's the religion. You think you got to be thanking somebody. Okay. Anyway, back to you, co-host. Thank you.
Thank you so
She
much for
didn't say
all of
about
the
the
beautiful
business card.
testimonials. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing, because it's definitely making a difference, not just in my eyes and opinion, but in everybody on the call. So thank you so much. And those that are on the call, please share with others as well the depth that all of these beautiful testimonies that you're receiving, because it's not made up. It's actual people that are experiencing a change in their life. And that's you can't get any realer than that. It's nothing that's just a video that's said. It's actual people that are expressing themselves and sharing their information. And so we thank each and every one of you for that. Just really quickly, I know number 1817, which is Joyce, that just comment, had a question about the app. I didn't know if, Alexander, if you would allow either Stephanie or Tom, because they're more familiar with the app, to kind of briefly talk about that part.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, Tom or Stephanie, did you want to come forward? Oh, okay, Stephanie, go ahead.
Okay, so when she mentioned about the business cards, you can actually pull up the business cards in your back office. I forgot which tab it is, but if you just go down the tabs, I want to say it was maybe one of the first two. But when you do the drop down, you will see where it says business cards on it, and when you click on it, your business card pops up just like that. But it is in your back office.
Thank you so much. Number 1817, Joyce, did you get that information?
Yes, and thank you so much. I will check that out. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie and Joyce, for presenting that, because that's also going to be a benefit, and I've jotted those notes down for myself as well. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Our next one we have is Melvin. You can unmute yourself. Okay, you
Yeah,
can.
I put it, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I just recently put it in the chat, but what you want to do for the business cards is tap on my info.
Yeah.
And when it drops down that drop down list, you see it on the bottom, it'll say business cards. It's both in our back office and also in the app. And the beautiful thing about it is they're not selling them. We can go and print them ourselves. We can go to a printer or a library, because they print too, what have you. But yeah, it's in the chat, and just click on my info and you see it pop up. Back to you.
Thank you, Melvin, for sharing that. We appreciate it very, very much. So, Joyce, there's some more information for you. And he actually has that, as he's mentioned, right there in the chat. So you can just copy and paste that to your personal notes and add that with everything as well. Okay. So hopefully all of that good information has helped you out with your concerns regarding the app. Our next one we have, let's see. Okay, so there are no more participants with their hand raised and their mics unmuted. Did you want me to go to the chat, Alexander, or do you want to go ahead and proceed forward with the next?
Yeah, let me show this video real quick, and then we'll
Okay.
go to the chat if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
Okay, so ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the screen share. I'm gonna go change to another screen. Let me go to share and let me see. Is it sharing?
Yes.
Okay, that should work right there. Okay.
Yes, you are sharing.
Thank you.
He always shows great videos. Very informative.
Medication absorption is the movement of a drug from its site of administration into the blood. Oral drugs enter the stomach, where they either dissolve and pass through the cell membranes of epithelial cells lining the stomach, or travel undissolved through the stomach to the small intestine, which is the most common site of absorption. Here, drugs dissolve and pass through the intestinal wall. Oral drugs then travel through the portal venous system to the liver, where they undergo the first pass effect. During this process, the liver metabolizes some of the drug, either inactivating it or excreting it into bile for elimination from the body. The remaining amount of active drug leaves the liver and reaches general circulation and target organs. If a drug is administered via intravenous injection, it passes directly into the bloodstream, thus bypassing absorption in the GI tract. If administered through intramuscular or subcutaneous injection, the drug enters either muscle or subcutaneous tissue, where it passes through gaps between cells into capillary walls, and then into general circulation or target organs, also bypassing absorption in the GI tract. Bioavailability: the net amount of a dose of a drug that is actually absorbed into the bloodstream. The bioavailability of oral drugs is less than 100% because of the first pass effect of the liver. In contrast, the bioavailability of IV drugs is 100% because they are not exposed to the first pass effect of the liver. Different drug formulations alter bioavailability because they are not absorbed at the same rate or to the same extent. For example, tablets dissolve at varying rates. Enteric-coated drugs dissolve in the small intestine, not the stomach. Because gastric emptying time differs between individuals, absorption times also vary. Sustained release formulas contain tiny spheres that dissolve at different rates, resulting in a steady drug release throughout the day, but also resulting in variable absorption. Some factors affecting drug absorption are the rate of dissolution. Drugs that dissolve faster are absorbed faster. Surface area. Since the lining of the small intestine has more surface area than the lining of the stomach, most drugs are absorbed faster in the small intestine. Blood flow. The greater the concentration gradient between the drug-filled stomach and the rapidly flowing drug-free blood, the faster the absorption. Lipid solubility. Highly lipid-soluble drugs pass through the phospholipids in the cell membrane more easily than drugs of low lipid solubility. And pH partitioning. Absorption is faster when the difference between the pH at the site of administration and the pH of the plasma attracts more drug molecules to ionize in the plasma.
Okay, co-host, we can go ahead and go to the chat, please.
Okay, great. And did you want to place that also, that video link in the chat so that others can have the opportunity to view it for later as well? Okay,
I
great.
sure will.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the chat. I know some of these chats are in correlation to previous things that we've discussed with others, the participants. So bear with me for a moment here if it's out of place. Oh, okay. E. Calhoun, this one, first of all, to start off, kind of simple. He wanted to know the name of your opening song that you had, Alexander.
The name of the what now?
The opening song that you presented.
Oh, I have to go look that up.
Okay, he'll send that to you sometime later on before the call is over, Mr. E. Calhoun, or Mr. or Mrs. Apologize for that. Okay, so this and going forward, let's see. We've answered the questions regarding the app, and then John gives actually his thanks for the information as usual to help others and his blessing. So thank you, John, again. Just like Alexander said, you always show up and we appreciate you on the call. Let's see. Jurate, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Jurate. They have mentioned, they have a couple of questions that they have. It said, you mentioned that you can brush your teeth with Rejuvenate. Could you explain how it works in more detail is number one. Actually, let's see, Jurate, if I'm not, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Could you unmute yourself and come to the front there? Jurate. There you are. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine. Okay, I'm going to have Alexander kind of address some of these with you because you did post it in the chat, and we just wanted to get the direct feedback from you after the questions have been presented.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. What I was told by Roger here, or what I've learned about listening to the calls and stuff, is that when people have like gum disease or gums that are receding and getting less and less, or infections or sores in their mouth, or cavities, or feelings that are not that's causing problems. I heard about people brushing their teeth with the Rejuvenate, so I started doing it, right? But what I did was, and I was, after I brushed my teeth with it, I would swallow the Rejuvenate. So I told Roger Hill that I was doing that, right? Because I mentioned, someone on the call mentioned that. And he said, well, I didn't mention about swallowing it. And I didn't know, it didn't hurt me in any kind of way because it's natural. I just, instead of me spitting it out, I would just brush my teeth with it and I would hold it in my mouth. Then I brush a little bit more, hold it in my mouth, brush a little bit more, and I would just swallow it, okay? Because when you're using the Restore, when you put the Restore in your mouth, as you know, you put the 2 milliliters in the morning and you hold it underneath your tongue and let it settle. And then you swish it around, in your mouth, and you let it settle back underneath your tongue and swish it around and let it settle and swish it around for as long as you can. And then you swallow it, because a lot of times people didn't like the way it tastes. Even when I first started taking it, I didn't like the way it was tasting. But I learned the longer that I swished the Restore in my mouth, the more that I was able to tolerate it, because it mixed with my saliva made it much easier. Did that pretty much answer your question?
Yes. Did you see any improvement of did your teeth become more stronger, or your gums better, or?
Yes, I noticed that my gums got better because I mean, because of me being busy and not really taking care of my teeth like I should have when I was younger, I would have some times where I would have aching in my mouth, or couldn't drink anything real cold. And I noticed that when I started using the Rejuvenate as well as the Restore, I don't have that problem anymore, of infection or the soreness, or causing the gums to recede, to be less and less. But yeah, I would just recommend to brush your teeth with it. Keep using the Restore and monitor it, because our bodies will talk to us as long as we listen to it. So just kind of pay attention. But first thing you want to start off by using the Restore first, because again, that works from the inside out, help to build the mitochondria in your body.
Yes, thank you so much. That answered my question. I posted two more questions,
Yes.
but is it okay to ask another question?
Sure. So she
You
had
know.
for her number 2, she has, how does the product work with weight loss? And then number 3, can your blood test results show significant improvement after using the products for some time?
Let me ask you this: how long have you been on the technology now?
Just 3 days.
Okay.
But you know what?
Now, have you
Excuse me, I
been
just
taking
wanted
the
to add.
Restore?
Yeah. I take all of them,
Okay.
3 of them.
How much of the Restore are you taking? The liquid.
Twice a day.
Okay, 1 milliliter or 2?
I don't know, just probably as much as possible.
Okay.
2, I think so.
You have a dropper in there,
Yes.
right? Okay, so if you look at the top line on the dropper, it says 1 ml, which is 1 milliliter.
Okay.
You should be doing 2 of those in the morning and 2 in the evening.
Yes.
Okay. How tall are you?
5.6.
Oh, she said 5.6. Okay. If you don't mind me asking, I know you're not supposed to ask a lady how her age and how much she weigh, but how much do you weigh?
142.
Okay, well, you're not overweight. The reason I was asking the question, if you were overweight, you might need to take 6 or 8. So what I recommend you do is to take 2 in the morning, 2 milliliters in the morning and 2 in the evening. Drink plenty of water to help flush. Now, what you're going to notice is that it's going to kind of detox your body. It's going to detox your body and clean your system out. And so that's one way of knowing that it's going to help you to flush your system and cause you to lose weight. Okay.
All right.
Do you have the Renew?
Yes.
Also, by taking the Renew as well, it's going to help to detox your body. A lot of us have waste in our body, in our stomach, testicles, or whatever, that has been sitting there for some time. Okay, that's why we should do a cleanse and do a flush. The Restore will help you do that. Do you drink a lot of water?
Probably should more.
Okay. Do you buy the water or do you drink it out of the faucet?
No, I just drink really filtered water and just from the blue bottles that I can keep in the sun.
You keep in the sun?
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait.
I filtered water. This is like according to Ho'oponopono technique in the blue glass bottle. You pour filtered water, and you put in the sun.
Okay, but it's glass.
Yes.
Okay, it's not plastic. Okay, I thought.
No.
Okay, all right, excellent. So drink plenty of water during the Restore, and you notice that it'll help to flush your system. Okay, you can always increase it if you choose to. And what was your next question?
Yes, I had a blood test last week, and I started using Mito this week. And I will have another blood test like in a month or 2. If I use the products consistently, will I see the results in my blood test improved?
Yes, you will.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
The reason why I can say yes, you will, because we've had so many testimonies of people that had their blood work done before and after, and it's been an improvement. What I would recommend that you do, there's some testimonies in the back office that you can listen to and you can actually do a search for blood pressure or blood work and find testimonies on that as well.
Thank you so much. You answered all three of my questions.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so
And if
much.
you have any more, come on. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Great. Thank you for coming forward too. We definitely appreciate that, Joy, and for also presenting your questions in the chat as well. And we will get to everybody's chat questions or comments. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. I'm just going down. Norma Jones. She did mention in the chat. Good evening, everyone. Is there anyone on the call that has sciatica, nerve pain from a back surgery? And if so, how did you apply the MoreMito technology? So, Norma, if you want to come to the front there. I know for me personally, I didn't have Norma back pain, but I do have periodically, I get sciatica in my legs periodically. And so for me, I rub the MoreMito technology, which is the Restore and the Rejuvenate mixed, and I apply that. And sometimes I also put a warm towel on the back of my leg to make it penetrate through my tissues, and that seems to kind of help it come through better, and it helps me with my sciatica. That helps for you, but it's not my back, but it is my legs for me. I don't know if anybody else has any of that. Let's see. LaShawn Butler has her hand raised. But did you want me to go ahead, Alexander, and finish with the chat?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, and then we'll come back to you, LaShawn Butler. Okay, so that's it for Norma Jones. Hopefully, you can just apply that mixture of the Restore and the Rejuvenate together on your back, and apply maybe a warm compress or a towel, and that'll definitely help, again, penetrate through your tissues to go deep inside to help with that sciatica, because I know it's very painful. Let's see, Tom, okay, he was replying to one of the, we did that one already, just replying to another comment. LaShawn Butler has mentioned, my client had pancreatic cancer and she used MoreMito for 2 months. The cancer tumor disappeared. Oh, great.
Mhm.
She just celebrated her 70-year-old birthday. She
Awesome.
still uses the product to this day. That was
Awesome.
December 2025. That is great. Now she is got her hand raised. We're gonna have to go to her, Alexander.
Yes.
LaShawn Butler, come forward.
Hey everyone, more mitoians. That's what it is, more mitoians. That's what we are.
Yes.
Because I'm so grateful. I've heard so much, and
Mhm.
I had to push the button. I had to push the button,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So yes, I came into the company in September of 2024. A husband and wife came into my dental office. I'm a dental assistant by trade of 26 years. And the dentist that I work with, I'm noticing improvement in the patient's gums. And he's explained what he was doing. Generally, we have to ask, what type of medications you're taking or do any updates. He was able to tell us that he came off his meds. And so she asked him, well, what is this? And so he gave the phone number. And I'll never forget the day when I questioned, like, what is this? So she said, go home, do your research. And so my research is going on YouTube when I did. I went to see if we were a real company, and I saw all of the testimonials, and then I called the guy who gave me the number, Mr. and Mrs. Lashley. That's them. And guys, I'm gonna wake up the whole world. It's about 8.5 billion people in the earth. There has been times, I was a little discouraged, because when I came into this business, I asked God actually. I said, God, I need something stronger. Because I've been in the total life changing space where I was helping people detox and cleanse and things like that. So I know when you get rid of waste, it changes the environment. But I said, God, is this cancer thing? I don't really understand it. So I need something strong. And so he gave us this. I got on a call and I heard Melvin, I heard John, I heard so many testimonies, and I was hearing stuff that didn't even sound normal and real. And I'm gonna tell you, what was so irritating is they kept saying this is a technology. They kept correcting me. I kept calling the product. They kept saying technology. Guys, this product is, and I tell people when I'm in the street, on the highways and the byways, because I keep my product on me.
Me
And
too.
I open up my mouth. I have a conviction. I don't know if anybody else does. I know some people get this product and they'll say, hey, I'm just going to use it first before I tell somebody else. That's not how this goes.
Yeah.
Because
You're doing
remember,
it. People
you
are just
prayed and
justice
asked
when you
God
do
for
that.
your answer. So now you got to go out and just be obedient. I know. I tell people, I know God is talking to you to tell your cousin. Listen, I used this product on my mom around the time she had 4-stage cancer. And she was in so much pain and she was addicted to opioids. And my mother didn't even understand who I was. She had chemo brain. So I learned that also too. I helped
That's what I
so
was trying
many
to
people
remember.
in this
What they
business
said,
just
that
by
chemo
opening
brain.
up my mouth. Whether they understand it or not, my job is to help them understand because I know that everybody needs this. Even a person, like you said, Alexander, that says, oh, I don't have any health issues. Well,
You just
the
don't know some of the
cabbages, you put a
issues that's
lighter
going
to
on
it.
in your body because it's not
You're
showing.
going outside, you breathing in pollen, aren't you?
Hmm.
You've had sinus infections, you're still taking sinus meds. At the end of the day, I'm not against doctors, but what I will say is I try to keep mouth as much as I listen.
Because
we
doctors
don't
don't know
encourage
everything.
to come off your meds. I tell these people, some of them, I don't take my medicine today. You can't just come off like that. You got to let your doctor know what you're doing, and you have to let him know, him or she, that you're taking a natural supplement. Again, we're the only company internationally that's doing it. I love saying that, and I know it irritates people, but we're the only company.
We're the only company that has
In
this
your body is
XDS
mitochondria
technology.
cells.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what we do. We help to increase it. Now, I tell people, give me 3 months. Use the product. Don't get the product and feel as though, oh, I don't have that much money. You got to go to work. You got to go tell other people, and then they're going to purchase and buy, and you'll never have to. I haven't gone in my pocketbook since December of 2024.
She's getting our products for free. Yes.
I started telling people when I minis and I would break up jars and put oil in it, and I would walk up to people and hey, and I bankrupt my business. The first year, I gave out $8,000 worth of product because I wanted to see people get well because I know what this product can do. And so I've seen so many miracles. Yes, my mom went on to glory, but guess what? Her cancer cells started dying off over 8 applications of this product. But some people gonna believe in the doctors. So they gave her 2 vaccinations, the strongest chemo, and it gave her a massive heart attack. Listen, I tell women too, this is great for the hair, the scalp. I just was assaulted two weeks ago. I had a black eye. I had ribs. They were bruised. They felt like they was broken. MRI was great. But guess what I had?
She had her
MoreMito. They
Take
told
that
me I had
pain
a
away.
concussion. I knew I got brain and body. I'm gonna live. So I'm just encouraging everybody on the call that if this is your first time here and you're still kind of on the fence, like they say, on the fence, jump off. Because this is what God has given us. This is manna from heaven. This is the natural resource of the land, and this is what we're going to need, and this is a lifestyle. And so, better days are ahead. Listen, we're growing, and I'm excited. I really don't want to take over the call. I'm just blown away. I'm just so
She's
grateful
definitely excited.
that God gave this to me. And I'm going to help the whole world.
I prayed, and this is what God gave me. I was on 18 to 20 different medications. So, guys, if you're listening, you really create your free customer website. You want to go to moremito.com/S Alford, MoreMito.com/SALFRD. You want to click join. Then you want to click referring customer, and you want to complete all the information and click register. Your free customer website is up just like that.
I used to wear like high heels. I rubbed this on my feet. The bunion went away. I've had neuropathy from intaking too much sugar. I take the Restore. So when it flares up and needle stick pins and all that happens, I use the Restore. I rub it in and it goes away. I have no problems. I rub it on my knees. I mean, this is the future, and we got it. And so I'm just grateful for those who are on the call. We're assigned a mission, and so let's just be part of that remnant. We got to go help the people. And I yield again. Sorry, I'm just hyped. I'm hyped.
That's okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I lost my
Mito
microphone.
does that to people,
Well, I
guys.
didn't lose it. I
Come
know
join us and
that.
see.
It wasn't working. so I didn't lose it. But thank you, LaShawn, for that information. We appreciate it. And the thing is this, everyone, what I want you guys to understand, and I want you to think about what I'm getting ready to tell you. If your business is growing, it's because of you. If your business is not growing, it's because of you. How's your business?
Right.
I want you guys to think about your why. Why did you get involved in this company? Is it just to be a customer? Great. Is it to be a customer and to share with other people? Awesome. Is it to be a secret agent?
You don't want to be a secret agent.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to say nothing negative about that, because there are some people that just want to, get the technology, use it, and see what the outcome is. But why did you get involved? Is it to make an extra $1,000 a month, $100 a day, $100 a month, or whatever it is? Or is it to, like she said, it's to bless other people, to go tell the world? See, I like it when she said, I'm going to go tell the world. And we need more people like that. She hasn't taken any money out of her pocket to purchase the technology, because she has been telling the world around her surrounding is that it allowed her to make enough money to be able to get the products for free. And I can understand that, because that's the same thing that happens to me. That's a blessing.
Me too.
You have that same opportunity. All you have to do is open up your mouth. They always say a closed mouth don't get fed. And that's true. You got to open your mouth and share it. Tell your testimony. Tell your testimony to people. When you see somebody who's limping, walking, bent over, whatever, man, you've got to have, that's an opportunity. Opportunity is knocking on your door. How many contacts do you have in your cell phone? Reach out to them.
About 8,000.
Learn how to use them in the back office to send them the information to look at.
The marketing system.
Yeah. Call. Learn how to use your three-way. Also call your answering service and listen to your message. Does it sound professional? Okay. Or does it sound like you in business? Or does it sound like you're not in business? Listen to your answering service. But also utilize the tools that we have. Okay. In the gold rush days, who made the most money? People who was digging for gold, or the ones who sold the picks and shovels? We have the picks and shovels, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't use them, and they're in your back office. Just got to get familiar with how to use them. Okay. Anything else on the chat, co-host?
Yes, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so a number of participants were asking about for you to show the flyer or share the flyer with them.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe Tammy or Jamila, could you refer to which flyer you're referring to?
The new flyer.
Let's see. Tammy Dunner or Jamila McKinney. Could you put in the chat about the flyer? So I'd like to go ahead and address that. Otherwise, we'll keep it going. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what else it is.
Yeah,
Let me
there's
go
the
ahead
flyer.
real quickly and just review over the rest.
That's the flyer right there.
Okay, James Tomokowski. They give the dog drops on their finger, and the dog licks it up. So it's helping for the dog too. I guess it's the Petlife that maybe they're giving the dog. James is. Thank you for sharing that, James. And then Wilma Garland, she says, please share. She's referring to the flyer too. The flyer that Stephanie Alford was referring to.
Okay, I'm not really sure which files they're referring to. I am showing something on the Zoom right now that's in our back office, but I'm not really sure what flyer they're referring to.
Something that Stephanie Alford was referring to. I don't know either. Okay, Stephanie Alford, you can go ahead and she's going to present what she said.
That's the flyer, the new marketing flyer that Alexander is currently showing you. That's the flyer.
Okay.
Okay,
Excellent.
great.
That's in your back office, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so hopefully that answers the questions to a number of them that were there. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just see. Just trying to go all the way down. I don't want to miss anybody. It's just something. Let's see. Plastic. Okay. Let's see. You give business cards. Okay, we covered that. Melvin had mentioned that he earlier when he was presenting that he had uploaded some information into the chat regarding the business cards. So please review the chat to get that information from Melvin regarding the business cards. Let's see. I'm just trying to go through a lot of
Let me do this. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and call on James. You have your mic unmuted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, James.
Go ahead and review the chats while we James speak. Go ahead, James. Your line's unmuted. Your microphone. Okay, James, you just muted your line. You can unmute because I saw that you had your line unmuted. Did you want to say something?
Are you talking to James Tomkowski? I was shown muted on this side.
Oh, I'm talking last name is James. Yeah,
I was shown muted on here. Sorry for the background music. Yeah, at the Wife's Restaurant. I'm waiting for my stuff to come in. I'm pretty psyched. Waiting for just what everybody's heard. I've had discomfort in my back from an old military injury, so I'm waiting to see what that does for the lower spine area. Degenerative disc and everything. So, but
you can go on
that's good.
You can go in your back office as a tracking, and you can track it to see where it's at and see when did you place your order.
Oh, that's a funny story. And I think I mentioned on another Zoom, but if I live out here in Redding, California, which is Northern California, and the shipments were coming from Washington, right?
Okay.
If anybody is ordering via FedEx on the West Coast, don't do it because it has to go to Memphis, Tennessee.
What?
And so I'm not shipping via FedEx anymore. Because to me, it doesn't make any sense to go to Memphis, Tennessee, to come back to Oakland, to go to Sacramento, to come back up here. My UPS package, Frank got me one. That one is shipped. The one that I ordered, that I used UPS also, that is shipped. The second order I had, which was for me, not my dog, has not shipped yet.
Okay.
And that's FedEx. So that's all I can say about that. I've probably used UPS for that. As far as the thing for the dog, the reason why I used my finger was I was kind of worried if I put it on the dog food and it sits there all day, I didn't know how consistent it was going to be and how effective. And if I tried to squirt the whole dropper into her mouth, I wasn't sure how she would react. And if she reacted negatively, then she probably wouldn't want to take it anymore. So I put it on my finger and a little bit at a time, and she just absolutely loves it.
And now you could put it in her food if you like.
Yeah, they say you can, but she doesn't tend to sit there, and she's a smaller dog. She's a Shih Tzu. Okay. So the food would sit there maybe a day and a half sometimes, depending on what she wants to eat.
Yeah.
So I didn't want it sitting out there that long. I wanted to get the most effectiveness out of each dose at that time. So if anybody's worried about that, they can sit there and it worked really, really well for me. So I was really happy about that.
And you're giving it a Petlife.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, excellent. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Awesome. Appreciate everything.
All right. Thank you, sir. We thank you for your time. Okay, co-host, do you have anything else in there that you can that's
sure. Just in brief, everyone was thanking everyone for the call and all of the information that they received. LaShawn Butler just chimed in, and she did say that the MoreMito retired her, and it helps with her body healing. And she also mentioned she asked if you could please talk about the payment plan. I don't know.
Talk about the what?
The payment plan for MoreMito.
Okay. Well, they don't, not that I'm aware of. I don't know if they have a payment plan. I know that there could be. I'm about to look into that.
Stephanie's actually raised her hand now.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and unmute yourself, Stephanie.
They're probably talking about the Afterpay Klarna where you buy now, pay later. Those options are
Okay.
options on it, and a lot of us forget about them because I'm guilty of forgetting about them. But they have that on there, so you can pay with a credit card or a debit card. You can do PayPal, but then over to the right of next to PayPal, then you have those. It's I think four of them that they have on there. So you have a variety on there where you can choose to do the buy now, pay later on there. So we do have those options.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I'm just being honest. I'm not familiar with that because I get my technology for free. Okay, but that
That's
is
why I
something
wasn't
that I will
familiar.
look uh,
I said that's why I would forget about it because I get mine for
yeah,
free, right? And then
right.
when somebody brought it up, and I was like, oh, I got to start remembering that when people are saying that they don't have money, I'm so used to telling them, well, just go tell other people so you can get your product for free, right? And so I
Right.
had been forgetting about it, but we do have those options on there.
So I'll look into that and figure out how that works. But again, everyone, I'm like, and again, the information that I give you on this Zoom is my opinion. It's not written in stone. So it's my opinion of what I believe. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like, this is just me. I don't like bills. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
monthly bills every single month. That's just
Right.
me. I'd rather pay for it now and be done with it. Okay. That's my outlook on things. Okay. But if you don't have the money, hey, you can go to work and share the information with other people, get them on the call, and you can earn the money to be able to earn more Mito cash to be able to get your technology for free. But if you just don't like talking to nobody and you don't want to tell nobody nothing because you might think you might mess it up or say something wrong, well then yeah, you might want to look at that pay later thing, pay now, pay later thing, if that's your choice. Okay. So anyway, but I'll look into that and give you guys more information on that as well. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Anything else,
Yeah,
co-host?
it is good to have options. So that's a great way to look at it because everybody likes to do things in a different way, and that's good that that is in place. So okay. So the next one we have Deborah Gunter. She has unmuted her
Go ahead,
mic.
Deborah.
Please present Deborah. You unmuted already. You can just begin talking.
Oh, I didn't realize I was unmuted. I'm
Yes.
using a new phone, so it's kind of like I'm getting used to it. But anyway,
Okay.
I have enjoyed the chat and the product and have had some benefit from it and learning more and more of how to use it. One of my questions would be to obtain direction on how to move directly in my back office to the different product and their result, the result for various ailment, specific ailment. Say that you have the earache.
Okay.
If I start from my back office going to info,
Oops,
or do I go to share? And
sorry about
then
that.
from there, okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Hang on, I'm trying to get there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get to my back office to kind of show you.
Vendor also too, I was going to make mention not to just be rude and kind of interject, but I see Stephanie Alford also has her hand up. I think to kind of respond to
Okay.
Gunter as well.
Okay. So, okay. Hang on, guys, because I'm trying not to make this call 3 hours long. So I'm trying to. Yeah. So Stephanie, hang on, please.
Okay.
The lady who was asking a question about the back office. Let me.
Deborah Gunter. Hold
hang
on,
on.
Deborah.
Okay.
So Deborah, I'm going to go to my back office. Let me make this smaller so you guys can see this. Hang on as I log in.
Okay.
Okay, now Deborah, how long have you been in the company now?
Since February.
Okay. Okay, so I'm logging into my back office, and when you can see my screen. Hang on. Okay, let me resume this. Okay, so now you should be able to see my screen. Now you were talking about the bundles. All you have to do is go up top, and you're going to click on where it says Shop MoreMito. You see that? Are you okay? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm trying to get mine larger. 1 second.
Are you on a cell phone or a computer?
I'm on a cell phone, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's the reason when, and again, this is my recommendation. Cell phones are small screens, and it might see what I'm showing you because let me see if I can make it bigger. So you might want to maybe be on a laptop, a tablet, because then it's a much bigger screen. So tell me if
I
you're
have
able to
it
see it.
enlarged.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So what you're going to want to do is
Alexander, that's why
yes,
they put that buy now button right there. The green buy now button.
yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
What I'm showing her is let me back up a little bit. Hang on, guys. Let me go here. Okay, something's not. Hang on. Okay, so I'm showing you. I'm going to show you two ways to where you can do it. Thank you for saying that. Who was that? Who was that mentioned that?
That was Stephanie.
Okay, there's two ways that you can do it. Okay, like she mentioned about the buy now, but I want to show you guys another way, okay, because that's one way that you can do it. So I'm going to click on the buy now, and then when you click on the buy now button, let me get rid of this square. And you scroll down, you can see the different products here. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. And then of course you just pick, you can just read them. Like here is the Brain and Body Bundle number 1. Okay. And it shows you what it consists of. Okay. So you can see that. The other way is that if you go up top, and another reason why I like people to use these links up top because it'll allow you to get to other areas that you might not be familiar with. Okay, because if you click on these links up here, there's a lot of links underneath the links that you'll be able to click on and understand. You're not going to break anything, so click on the links, read and understand what they mean and what they're for. But if you were to do that, you put your cursor on Shop MoreMito, and when you do that, you've got the people health products, and then you've got the pet health product. If you click on the people health products, it's going to take you to that same area. But then when you come here, guess what? You can read information. There's audios here. There's information here that you can read in reference to the technology. Okay, and then if you want to, yes, you can go right ahead and you can click on the buy now button over here. But my main thought is this. I want you guys to read the information, to understand what you have a hold of. Because a lot of times when people don't understand what they have, they don't know how to present it because they don't understand it. Okay? Did that answer your question?
Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Go ahead, co-host.
Okay, thank you again, Deborah Gunter. Next, we have Stephanie Alford again. You'd like to go ahead and present something else? Please do.
Yeah, I kind of forgot some of it. It was back, it was back when Alexander was saying how he doesn't like to owe anybody, and I agree. I don't like to owe anybody either. And that's why I love getting it for free. But if people would, oh, this is what it was. If you would take that flyer, when you were saying about, you may not be able to, remember all the things to say and everything. You don't have to worry about, knowing all that right now. Use that digital flyer, because when you go on that digital flyer, you have Mr. Hill, the CEO of the company, explaining mitochondria to people, right? Then you scroll down, you have all the testimonials. That digital flyer that Alexander's showing you right now. You scroll down, then you have the testimony. So that digital flyer is doing all the work for you. And they can even place an order and they're attached to you from that flyer. So the flyer, it really speaks for itself. It just doesn't work for you. Just use it. I'm gonna give y'all a challenge if you don't mind, Alexander. I challenge y'all to go out and send that to, go on your phone, send it to maybe 50 people, and see by next Thursday if y'all have not gotten your customers to the point where you're getting your products for free by next week.
And what I recommend is this: before you send it, I want you guys to click and listen to these audios.
Yes.
Because you have to understand what you're sending. Otherwise, you're not going to know. You're going to say, hey, did you listen to the one by Dr. Connie Lee? Oh, which one was that one? Oh, no, she was talking about, you know what I mean? If you don't listen to this stuff, how do you know what it is? You don't. So take some time out, pop you some popcorn, sit down and go through these audios. Some of them are videos. This one right here, I listened to this one right here. This one here is really good. A lady who tells her story. And when you're talking to somebody, you'll be able to relate to if somebody having a PTSD. You can, hey, I'm going to send you some information. I want you to go down to the lady with the braids and listen to her testimony. They'll be able to relate to what you're saying. Okay, so you've got this information here that you can listen to, but it means nothing if you don't utilize it. If you don't, listen to them and stuff. So take the time out and go through it and listen to it. Okay.
And I
You've
totally
got more
agree with
information.
Alexander because I do listen to stuff before I send it out. Even before before we had the flyer available, when we got the mitochondria story, I listened to it first before I send it out to everybody.
Yes, definitely want to do that. There's a gentleman who's on 18 medications. 18. Guess what? Most people that have health challenges are on some sort of medication. And you could get that one and send that one to somebody and have them listen to it. This person here lost 77 pounds in 3 months. Lady tonight was talking about, hey, does this help you to lose weight? Yes. I'm gonna send this information to you. I want you to click on this one here and listen to it.
May Crosby, that's one of my
Okay.
customers. Yes.
Hang on, please. Okay, hang on. Okay. Instead of you guys trying to sell something to somebody, nobody wants to be sold, but everybody wants to buy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to sell nothing to anybody. You've got the tools right here to give the information to them and have them listen to it. Okay. My favorite store is Best Buy. When I go to Best Buy, I don't need a person to sell me something. Just explain to me the difference, the benefits, difference between this laptop and that laptop, or this TV and that TV. I'm going to make my decision on what I'm going to buy based on the information you give me, based on what I ask. You ain't got to sell me. I'm gonna buy it like it, okay? Just tell me the difference, okay? So that's nothing that you guys can do. So take the time out and look at the information. You can also go back here and you can check to see if the person looked at it and how long they were on the site.
Yes,
Which
you
one
can.
did they look at? All that's in your back office as well, okay? Everyone, I'm trying to keep this call short. We basically 6, 7, 8. We've been on this call for going on 2 hours now.
Yeah,
And I appreciate all of you getting on here. If you got some more testimonies, thank you. Excellent. Let's save it for next week. Because and I'm just telling you, man, I am excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about you. I'm excited for you. But you have to be excited for yourself as well. Because if you're not excited for it, guess who you're gonna go tell? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've got to be excited for your opportunity because we have an opportunity, but it means nothing if you don't share it and if you don't tell it. Okay. Again, everyone, let me just show you one more slide. Let me bring it up real quick. The next presentation, or I should say the next Zoom will be next Thursday, and which will be, well, that's not July 9th. I'm on the wrong slide. Anyway, next Thursday will be July 23rd. That is the next Zoom that we're going to be having on next Thursday. Don't forget about Saturday's corporate update call. Don't forget about Monday's update corporate call. Please get your people on the call, three-way them in so they can listen, and make it a Mito weekend. Until then, everybody, I thank all of you for getting on. I thank all of you for listening. Thank you for your patience. Keep telling your story. Keep doing what you have to do. And let's make it a difference. Everybody, good night and thank you so much.
Good night, everyone. And E. Calhoun will send you the name of the song that he used to enter for the video next week.
Yeah, take his, show up next week and I'll get that over to you, okay?
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Okay, guys. So if you have not created your free customer website, you want to go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/S Alford. Click join, click referring customer, and then complete the information. It's going to ask you for, I'm actually going to pull it up right quick. If my computer does right. Why is it not pulling? I'm going to pull it up and let you see it right quick so you will know exactly what it will say. So when you go to that website, even though I'm using this link right here, this link is a little bit of a longer link, but it takes you straight to that page where you don't have to click join or referring customer. If you want me to send you that link, then you can either text or you can send me the information on WhatsApp, the request on WhatsApp. You just put your name and link. I'll know what to send you. You're going to send that to 817-320-2571. Okay, guys. So when you click the link, you see it goes to join MoreMito as a referring customer. Has my information up there. It's going to ask you to choose a username. It's going to ask you for an email address. Then choose a password and put in your name, your first name, your last name, your phone number, your country, your state, your city. If you want to know why we put in the country, is because we have people all over. So, you may be in Canada, you may be in Africa, you name it. We have people all over. So that's why that is very important. Then put your address, your zip code. If you choose to put your WhatsApp number in there, then you can, but it's optional. Then you'll choose, that you've read and agreed to both the policies and procedures and terms. Click that you're not a robot and click register, and your website is up just like that, guys. It's as simple as that. It's up just like that. So again, if somebody else referred you, you want to get back with that person that referred you, and we hope that you enjoyed everything tonight and you guys be blessed. And we look forward to hearing your testimonials on, what you've experienced since you decided to build your mitochondria up. Remember, mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells, and everything in your body takes energy. If you lost all your mitochondria right now, you would just drop dead. So every human has mitochondria, every pet has mitochondria.